Hi, good evening, everyone. This is Vasu Godavalli. I'm currently pursuing my master's at Executive MBA in New England College. In my current semester, I'm working with a few courses. One of them is the Managerial Finances, and the second one is the Organizational Economic course. So I just want to walk you through the topics I have learned in these two courses, and how do I use them in my workload. So coming to managerial finance. So in managerial finance, I have covered several topics like very first one I came to know is like fundamentals of finance. Like here we describe the responsibilities of the CFO, treasurer, and controller in the company to in the growth of the company, and what are the uses for if we maximize the market value for the goal of corporation, and how to understand financial market providers funding for corporate investments. And come to the next topic, work like the time value of a money. So here we usually calculate the future values of money given by the period of time and interest rates, and also a few points like calculating the present value of the future payment, and then calculating how to calculate the present and future values of of a level stream, say annuity of cash payments, etc. So, and coming to the next point, we worked with and I learned is how to calculate the net present value of a project or an investment or something. Here we are calculating the internal rate of the return, which is called as IRR of a project or an investment. And then how do we calculate the profitability index and use it to choose between projects when funds are limited. Coming to the next point, like identifying the cash flows from a like if we are proposing some new project, what are the cash flows and cash if for that project, and calculating that cash flows of a period from regular standard financial statements, how we are spending in the previous projects, so we are calculating according to that. And coming to the next point, we like mainly is like bonds for a corporate, so how to describe a bond coupon rate, and how do we currently compare them with the current yield and yield to the maturity. And then we will do the calculating the market price of a bond given that yields to maturity, and how to determine that yields given the price of the bond. And then how we will describe why bonds exhibit interest rates, etc. And then why the investors follow bond ratings and demand a higher interest rates for bond with lower rate. And then coming to the next point, how valuing the stocks, and then what are the risks and the returns and the opportunities for the cost of capital, and then for the risk and returns of the capital budgeting. And the other points like weighted average cost of a capital, some few points like in the accounting and financing are uh, interpret the info presented in the balance sheet, how to interpret the info presented in the income statement, and then interpreting those informations presented in the statement for the cash flows. And then explain why these incomes differ from cash flows, etc. So coming to my next course, it is um, organizational economics. Here I have worked through points like how do we understand what are the objectives of a firm, what are the theories of profit, and what are the responsibilities of the management through defining the different financial organization economics and fundamental economic concepts. How do we interpret shareholders wealth maximization. And coming to the next point, what are the defining the demand function, or constructing a demand schedule, and then define the supply function and the marginal analysis. Coming to the next point, we worked on how to analyze demand supply operations of a market economy, and differentiating various elasticities of demand and supply, and recognize the business conditions, what are the current trends that are people following, what are the different cycles that are repeating. And then some might also have the seasonal effects as well, so we all consider those points. And then exploring demand relationships by defining demand schedule and its functions, and other points like reviewing price elasticity for the demand, and determining the combined impact on quantity, demand, and combined effect. And coming to the next point, like knowledge of economic forecasting and analyzing the strength and weaknesses of forecasting techniques, and discussing the strengths and weaknesses of several classes of forecasting techniques. And next point, like economic theory of production and cost analysis, production function, reviewing the loss of diminishing managerial returns, measure the efficiency of production, and few other points like distinguishing difference between accounting and economic cost, like a short run and the long run costs, etc. And then application of cost theory and examining those break-even analysis, how to recognize and fix them, and the variable cost, determine like optical scale of operation, differentiate economics of uh, differential economy versus economies of scope, limitations of break even analysis, and the final points like knowledge of pricing and outputting decisions, which are related to the pure competition, like monopolies, oligopolies, cartels. Example, and some of them are like examining the pricing techniques and identifying competitors' reactions and responses, and and we are giving the tactical response against that, and introducing some competitive strategies into the analysis, etc. All these come into the picture when we are trying to do some organizational economics. So these are the topics that I have been covered in this semester, which will be very useful if I own my own company in the future, and what how do I need to manage the finance, and then how do we calculate the economics for the organization, etc. This is very helpful for the future if I or anyone start their own company. Thank you.